excited just to be here?
I'm really excited. I cannot wait to play this golf course. I've only heard amazing things and have seen it on TV, so I think it's going to be a really great round today.
Or talk a little bit about LA Golf. I know you're here for the ambassador of that. What does that entail, really?
Yeah, so LA Golf is a company that I'm an ambassador for, and I have their shafts in my clubs, and I play their golf ball, and so hopefully doing some great golf today and talking about it and sharing, why I love the equipment so much is, part of being an ambassador.
So I know your background. You come from a major sports family with your father playing football. I think your mom was ballerina, right?
Yes, correct.
Sister played track?
Yes, she was.
And I think your aunt was a major tennis player.
Yes.
Okay, so I did my homework. So tell me, how'd you get into golf?
Yeah, so it was kind of an interesting story. I don't come from a big golf family, and that's how most kids get into it. Their parents are obsessed with it. And I was actually a competitive gymnast first and had a couple really bad injuries. And so I was looking for a sport that I'd be good at because, again, sports was just such a big part of our family dynamic. And they always said, you need to focus in on something that you want to do, and sports was always at the forefront. And so after gymnastics, I was like, what could I be good at? We brought my aunt out. She put me through some drills in tennis for a boot camp of 2 days, and I was like, I can't do this. It's too much running after gymnastics. And my dad was like, let's just go out and hit some golf balls on the range, and I fell in love with it instantly and have never looked back.
So you didn't go pro, did you? Did you go pro?
I did. So had a really good junior golf career, played in college, and then I played 1 year professionally. And while I was doing that, I kind of blew up on social media, just kind of happened. And so I was doing both, and I really couldn't do both. And so I finally decided I'm going to focus on social media and not play golf professionally anymore, which was, now looking back, the best decision I could have made.
So how does that happen for you? Go to golf to social media and the social media influencer? What does that? How does that mean to you?
Yeah, I think it was a product just luck, timing, and me being really well suited for social media, because when I first started doing this, no one was really utilizing social media in the golf space, and so I was the first to do this, and it was out of necessity. I needed clubs, I need balls, I needed a place to practice, and so I was using my platform to be able to market and advertise for these companies so I could just get anything free at the moment because I was really struggling financially. And after that, it just kept growing, and it was like a snowball, and I kept building, and I have a really great team around me, and it's been interesting because no one has done this before, so we are paving this path, and it's really cool to see all of these golf influencers come up behind me and have this blueprint that we just kind of built and came up with. And so it's been an amazing 8 years of doing this.
So when you look at Instagram, you have 3.8 million followers, and probably after this interview 4.2. I don't know. I mean, is that are you in awe of that when you look at that every day, or if you do?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy, because when I started this, I was just I just want to post, swing videos for fun. Yeah. And then people loved watching me hit a golf ball and talk about golf and enjoying the game of golf. And I really consider my followers, my community, my friends, my family, because a lot of them have been following me for this entire journey. And that's something that's surprising for a lot of people is I run all of my socials myself.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm commenting back and I'm messaging back, and I really try to take the time to get to know the people who have basically given me this career, because without them I wouldn't be able to do what I do.
So real quickly, talk us through a day in the life of Paige Spiranac. What does that entail?
So it changes all the time. It depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing. If it's a content day, I'll wake up, do full hair and makeup, and I'll shoot 5 to 10 videos. It could be for different partners. I'll go out to the golf course and shoot some fun content for LA Golf. Yeah. And I do all the platforms. So you have to create something unique for Instagram and Twitter, and now there's Threads, and you have TikTok and Snapchat and Facebook and YouTube and a podcast. Wow. So it keeps me busy and always doing stuff like that. But for an event like today, it's really fun. So I'll get to play some golf, because people are always like, oh, you're a golf influencer, you get to be on the golf course all the time. And no, I don't really get to play too many unless they're pro-ams like this. And so I really look forward to days like this.
So I work in a newsroom with a lot of females, and they get the emails from we didn't like your hair, we didn't like your outfits. How do you deal with the detractors or the haters, I guess, in the world?
Yeah, at first it was really hard because I just wasn't prepared for what life on social media would be like. But I just learned that you can never please anyone, and so I want to live the life that I live. And I actually try to create some controversy and create a conversation, because I think it's fun for them, and I think people need to not take social media so seriously, because it's supposed to be fun, and they're saying things that are not supposed to be that hurtful. And so I like what I wear and I like what I do. And I think once people get to know me personally on like a deeper level, then they have a different opinion. But you can't share that with, millions and millions of people. And so you just have to expect people to hate here and there.
So I'm sure OnlyFans came to you, but you started OnlyPage.
I did.
Now, what is that? What will we find on that website?
Yeah, so everyone has been asking me for a long time to do the other site, and that was just something that didn't fit into my business plan or something that I felt comfortable with. And no hate to any of the women who are doing that, because they are just so successful and rolling in money, but I wanted to do something that felt more me, and so I created OnlyPage, which is my subscription site where we do very fun pictures, behind the scenes. I do a ton of golf instruction and just meet and greets, special meet and greets, personalized videos, all of the above. So it's just a way for me to connect with my fans on a deeper level.
And one few things about your podcast. What is that about? Like, what it's called? A round of golf, or playing around with Paige?
Yeah,
okay.
Playing around, and I've had it for a while now, and it started because people only knew me from my Instagram, and I wanted to be able to share what I was actually going through and give my perspective on it, because a lot of people just see these crazy, outrageous headlines, and that's not the full story. That is just one clickbait article or one clickbait headline, and so that's really where it stemmed from, is me giving my side of all of these stories that were coming out, and just talking about what's happening in golf and giving golf instruction tips. And so it's been really fun, and people seem to really enjoy it.
Now you tee off about 1 o'clock or 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Does that still get your competitive juices going when you get to the tee?
I always get so nervous on the first tee. Every part of me is shaking, getting jittery, but you don't care if you don't get nervous. So I try to always embrace that. But there are days when I'll play these pro-ams and I'll play really well, and I'm like, I could do this. Like, I still got it. And then I'll like snap hook a drive, and I'm like, I don't have this. I'll go take a picture instead, and that will be what I do. But yeah, they're always really fun, and it's great learning from all of the pros. I played with some amazing pros, and it's one of my favorite things that I get to do.
Do you have a dream foursome that you would play with?
We were just talking about this, and I've been so blessed to play with so many great entertainers, and I tend to lean towards the golfers. So I've never played with Tiger. I'd love to play with Tiger, and I wish I could have played with Arnold Palmer and Jack, and I love playing with the legends, because they give you so many interesting tidbits into their life and the game and how they think, and that's what I love the most, is learning from people like that who just have endless experience to give.
Yeah.